Robert Henderson Jr. Show, featuring Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner and president of the Henderson Financial Group. Understanding money. It's all about the money. Understanding money. It's all about the money.
Good morning, South Florida. Hello, world. This is Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach, live in the beautiful studios of WZAB 880 The Biz. And joining me live right here, I'm looking at a bright-eyed, bushy tail, my sister-in-law, business partner, Lynda V. Harris, who's also the vice president of the Henderson Financial Group. Lynda, how you doing today?
I'm doing really well on this pre-hurricane Saturday. One of the joys of living in South Florida, but I'm doing good. I'm ready. Bring it on, Dorian.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Are you getting calls from all over the nation? I'm getting calls from all over
too.
the
You
nation
okay?
from clients.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
the way they show it on the news is that this hurricane has just engulfed the whole state of Florida like we might be no more.
I feel bad for the people that may get it because it seems like it's going to be a whopper.
Yeah, it could be a Category 4.
It's never good.
Yes. 668,000 homes could be destroyed, as the latest report says.
Goodness.
You know, it could be, I mean, over $150 billion in damages. They've already calculated that. You know, believe it or not, there's a lot of money involved when such things like this happen.
There's profit in disasters.
Isn't that amazing?
There is profit in disasters.
They've already put a dollar figure on this already.
Yeah. But you have to, though. You got to prepare.
Some of my friends and clients who are public adjusters, boy, I tell you, they're having a field day. They're ready. Public adjusters.
The roofers are already calling me.
Oh, my God.
Call me if you need me, Miss Harris.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing.
How some people disasters and some people just profit?
Yeah. Well,
that is amazing. We got a call already? Oh, my goodness. Let's get this caller. Caller, you got a question? We just started. Who's this? Caller?
Good morning.
Oh, this is our friend Alex. Before we get started, he wanna say something. You want to get right on the top of the show, huh? Before we tell you about what the topic is about. Go ahead, Alex. Good morning to you, brother.
Morning.
Good morning. Yeah, I hope you guys are safe during the storm. It doesn't look like it's coming our way, but whoever is in your surroundings, like in the northern part of the state, I hope they're safe.
Oh, it has changed already?
Yeah, the European model is the most accurate, but they're saying now that the FIU is the most recognizable and the best one in the world. So they say that it's turning towards the Carolinas, northern Florida. West Palm Beach is also going to get a little bit of the storm as well.
But is it predicted to stay off land?
Supposedly, there's two forecasts for it to maybe hit land, but it's pretty much going to just brush Florida and then go up to the Carolinas and hit land there as a Category 3, maybe 2.
I tell you.
Well, we got some smart listeners,
Alex,
don't
our
we?
weatherman,
yes,
meteorologist.
Goodness. Drop that knowledge.
Yeah, go by the FIU or European model. Those are the most reliable.
Excellent.
But I wanted to thank you because I went back and rehashed one of your recommendations for reading, which is Outwitting the Devil.
I love that book.
Oh, man, one of my favorites. So you went and reread it?
I went back and reread it because you gave a summary, and I usually go by people's summaries, and I went by my notes and I said, let me go back and listen to the audiobook. And it's a fantastic read, and I was listening to really intently to the part where they talk about the hypnotic rhythm.
Yes.
Yes. So, right now everybody has been consumed with this hypnotic rhythm, falling into the trap of overconsumption during a crisis.
Yes.
And I'm trying to keep people, especially in my circle, in a soundness of mind because, especially when it comes to overstocking and overbuying, I mean, you're really, decreasing your resources when you go do that, and you whip yourself into a frenzy. Like, people need to stay calm. And I mean, all this water, all these things that they're buying. I mean, it's really unnecessary. So, and give yourself a little bit more ample time to stock up and do things because everybody gets into fights and things like that. And I'm like always like looking at it like this is insanity, and it happens every year. So it's part of that hypnotic rhythm that people have fallen into, and it's a mental game that the outside forces are playing on us. So it's just one of the things that I wanted to throw out there. And I thank you for your time, and hope you guys are blessed.
Thank you. Fantastic.
Thank you,
book.
Alex.
Napoleon Hill, Outwitting the Devil. Fantastic book. You can get it in book form, paperback. I have both.
Amazon.
And you can also get it the audio.
Free on YouTube. It's free on YouTube.
Oh, it's free on YouTube?
It's free on YouTube. Yep.
Oh man, go to YouTube.
Yeah, a lot of good books. A lot of good books are free on YouTube for self-help. So go on there first and go through that.
Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Thank you.
No problem. You too.
Good.
All right.
Yeah, Outwitting the Devil. Boy, I talked about that book. I shared that book with so many people, man. I tell you.
Shared it with me. It was an excellent read.
Yeah, and now they have it out on YouTube. Man, it is an excellent book. I tell you, one of the best books that I've ever read. That's why I say one of them, boy, because I try to read so much. Let's talk about the Dow Jones Industrial Average. You know, it's been very, very volatile. Mm-hmm. And I said that it was up. It squeaked out a positive. It closed up yesterday 41 points to get back over the 26,000 mark, and the S&P back up to the 26 mark. That was up a point. Mm-hmm. So the market is going to continue to be volatile. The tariffs, the $300 billion in Chinese goods, tariffs supposed to be a 15% tax slapped on it. Lynda, it's supposed to go into effect on Sunday, tomorrow, September 1st. Mm-hmm. Now, someone had emailed me and asked me, could I explain tariffs? What really is just in a down-to-earth manner. Because we hear this word, but we still don't, a lot of people don't understand it. You say tax, but they don't get a visual. They really don't understand it. So I want to talk about that before we go into our 8:15 topic today, our subject. Matter of fact, at 8:15, ladies and gentlemen who just listened to us for the first time, I'm Robert Henderson Jr. I'm a certified financial planner, certified tax coach. My colleague here is my sister-in-law. Been married to her sister Natalie for 32 years, and Lynda and I have worked together for over 25 years. We grew up together in the Miami area. Lynda is a stockbroker. She's also an insurance advisor, and she's also a real estate, and she's the vice president of the Henderson Financial Group. That's what. And you also the chairman of the women's.
I'm a developer.
That's right. All right. Okay. Why don't you say what you are more? I thought I covered a lot, but I know there's more to it.
You did fine. That's fine.
So
you did.
What did I leave out? The developer and what else?
That's it.
No, aren't you the head of women's?
I'm going to give this to you. I am the chairwoman of the Women's Business Council of the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce, and we do an excellent job. Our hashtag is Women, Wisdom, and Wealth, and we're very proud of that.
I love it.
Thank you.
Okay, so let me break down to you like a 6-year-old what this tariffs means. So example, especially Chinese goods, and number 45, Trump, he actually feels that the Chinese government is taking advantage of us Americans. They're getting more out of the trade deal than the U.S. is getting out of it. So, and a lot of people buy goods from China because they're relatively cheap. And we've been importing a lot of goods from China and trading our money, giving our money to China and getting their goods and making a profit. And the reason why we do that, because let's say an item we can get from China, and let's just say it's $100. And let's say that we're going to turn around and sell it, put a 15% markup on it. But normally, when you get it from China, you can put a 100% markup on it. You follow me? You can double your money.
Absolutely.
Did you know most grocery stores and mom and pops, they work off of anywhere from a 15 to a 20% markup?
That's it?
Yeah. That's why you need volume. That's why gas stations and service stations, they sell items. While you're getting your gas, you can come in and get a sandwich, or you can come in and get candy bars and something to drink or whatever. Because that's the gas. Gas is even a smaller markup. Markup means your margin. So in other words, if something costs you $100, and let's say you say, okay, I'm going to buy it for $100. I'm going to sell it for $100. I'm going to get a 15% markup. That's my profit. So I'm going to sell it to the consumer for $115, right?
Right.
And that's good. So you sell something for $100. Every $100 you sell item, you get $15. So now you just got to deal with volume. So let's just say that now Trump says we're going to put a 15% tax on that. So now instead of China being able to deliver the goods here to you at $100 wholesale, the U.S. is going to tax them 15%. So now the cost to get it to you for China is now going to be $115. So now you says, oh my God, I got to sell it. If I buy it for $115, there's my $15% markup.
Right.
So I got to pass it on to the consumer.
Right.
So if you pass it on to the consumer, that means in order for me to make 15% profit off $115 now, I got to charge $17.25 more. So I have to sell that same item now in order to make my 15% profit on $115. I got to sell that item for $132.25. So it goes from $115 the item. Now, in order for me to continue to make my profit so I can feed my family and have my lifestyle, I got to still put my 15% profit on it, markup, and I got to pass it on to you, the consumer. So now that same item doesn't cost you $115. Now it costs you $132.25. So when you say it's not hurting me, no. It's designed to hurt China, because now you're supposed to say, well, China, I'm not going to buy that item anymore because it costs too much. I used to get it from you for $100, China, but now I got to pay $115, and once I put my markup on it, customers won't buy it for $132. So China, I'm going to stop buying from you. And China says, well, U.S., you sell a lot of our goods also, so we're going to tax and put tariffs and tax on your goods also. So Trump and what they're saying is that, well, we buy more from China, so China, you're going to hurt worse. In the meantime, the consumer just want the item.
Right. We're not going to stop buying it. We're going to still buy it. And that's why when he says Americans aren't paying, we are, because we still need those goods that come from China.
Yeah, Walmart has already said that they're going to pass the cost to the consumer, the increase in cost. They're going to wholesale. They're going to pass it on to the consumer. And they're still going to tack on their markup so they can get their percentage.
Everything
profit.
From this iPhone I have to the parts inside the iPhone. Well, not the shoes I wear. They come from Italy.
Oh,
so
Lord.
It's not,
they're
not China shoes.
So you got on some Italy shoes.
Italy.
But Alex call it hypnotic rhythm.
Hey. But no, it does hurt us, and we're not going to stop buying. But then again, I should never say never. Perhaps we will cut back.
Yeah.
On the things that the kids want. We got the holidays coming up, toys, bicycles, washing machines. We shall see.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but I think that for the most part, people are into a rhythm. People are into habits.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, and when I hate to hear someone says, they have a habit and this is just me. This is how I am.
Oh, yeah.
This is who I am.
Just keep living.
This is how I am. And that's
boy.
Lynda, your topic that's coming up at 8:15.
It's a good one.
What is the subject? Because we want to make sure that the listening audience keep it locked, get their pencil and pad out, but they're going to learn something. What are you sharing with us, and what are we going to be talking about at the 8:15 hour?
Robert, if you keep living and you just, God willing, allows you to stay on this earth, you're going to experience at some point in your life these 8 financial life-changing events. You will experience this. And when we go and run down the 8, I realize myself, I've covered half of them already. Already.
Such a young child.
At this young tender age,
right.
I've covered half of these financial, life-changing events. And I'm talking about events that can make or break you, events that can traumatize you financially, events that you absolutely have to get financial help with, because if you don't, it will ruin you. These are events that can be a come up or a huge letdown. So I'm curious to see how many you've been through.
Okay, me, right? Mm-hmm. Have you been through a lot of them?
Half of them.
Well, if you've been through half of them, then I'm pretty sure I'm 1/3 of what. I'm about 1/4 of them.
Well, 2 of them you can't because of your gender.
Oh,
go through.
Lord. Because I'm a man. Are we talking about money here?
We're talking about money. We're talking about money.
We're still complaining about
life-changing events.
In your next life, I hope you come back a man, Lynda.
Oh no, this is too much fun being a woman.
What, ridiculing? Ridiculing the man. I tell you. Do we have a caller on line one, Mike? Oh, okay.
I'm giving the word of the day.
Yeah, but wait till we come back in this 8:15 hour.
All right.
Anyone who want to chime in on what Lynda's going to be talking about, the hotline number here in the studio is 305-541-2350. 305-541-2350. If you want to chime in, especially if she starts just jumping all on me and insulting me,
I'm not going to do that.
I want you all to actually call and help me out. And if you're calling out of state and you don't want to call the 305 number, you can call a toll-free number, which is 844-727-9922. Toll-free 844-727-9922. You're listening to Robert Henderson, Understanding Money, WZAB 880 The Biz, and my vice president, colleague, sister-in-law, Lynda V. Harris. We'll be right back after the station break with the word of the day. Lynda, you're going to give out the word of the day, right?
I am.
Okay. Go back live. Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach, live in the beautiful studios of WZAB 880 The Biz. Joining me live here in the studios is my co-host, sister-in-law, business partner, vice president of the Henderson Financial Group, Lynda V. Harris. Lynda, how you doing, girl?
Doing well.
Good.
Well, since you didn't like my word of the day, I have another one.
What? I didn't. Okay.
No.
I didn't say I didn't like it. I just said it was similar.
Well, I got another one.
Serendipity, but give me another one.
Word of the day is stolid.
I just did that like a week ago. Stall it means someone's had a personality. Is someone like a personality like a doorknob?
Not easily stirred or moved emotionally.
Boring. Right. I just did that.
You did?
2 weeks ago.
I got another one. Hold on.
Really? Just give the one you was going to give out that sounds
you
like
didn't like
serendipity.
it.
I said I did. Just give it to the audience. I knew it already, so just give it to the audience.
Adventitious.
You said it out loud. Adventitious. What does adventitious mean? You all on YouTube with your phone.
I know. I like this. This
adventitious.
Is good. Adventitious is associated with something by chance rather than intentionally. A mistake associated with something by chance rather than an integral part. So adventitious is by mistake, by happenstance. You didn't plan it. A lot of people live their life.
Can you give me an example?
Adventitiously. An example is, let's see.
Can you say someone lived their life that way?
Just by chance. Just not planning.
Drifting.
Just happenstance. Absolutely. Like some groups work by adventitious categories. Some people live adventitiously. Things, as a matter of fact, people often say, as I say, you should plan for this or that. Well, I'll be taken care of. It's going to be fine. It'll work out. You don't want to live your life adventitiously.
By circumstance.
By chance.
Right.
Plan it. Planny down to every single, well, not every single. You want to be a little spontaneous.
A definite purpose.
Yeah.
A definite
intentional.
Right. You are directing. You are the producer of your life. You are the director. You're the actor or actress.
Absolutely.
You're the writer. Take charge and say, this is what I'm going to do, and do it.
And make sure it happens. Yeah, failure is not an option.
That's right.
Means not right now.
A definiteness
Move forward.
of purpose.
Yes.
Be driven.
Absolutely.
Other than that, you will drift, and don't tell them where you will find out.
You'll end up anywhere.
That's right.
I think they got it now. I think they got it. Yeah.
Okay. Now, so what are these points you want to bring out that you say that you want to make? You sure I have something to do with it? You have. You have experienced at least half of them.
Yeah.
Okay,
let's talk about these 8 financial life-changing events. And when I come across something, financial life-changing events that can make or break you. It could be a come up or a huge put down.
Okay.
The first one I have to have up here is divorce or marriage.
Yes.
Now, I've been married twice.
Yes.
I've been divorced twice. Both have really been financially life-changing events for me. I went from credit score of 700, almost 8, back down to 5, and Freddy Krueger because he didn't want to pay the bills, and then going through this and that. Your income changing.
That was the first one or the second one?
The second one.
Oh, that was the second one. You skipped over the first one? How was that life-changing?
I was an emotional wreck.
Oh, and it changed your life?
Actually, it was a come up because that made me go to real estate school. I was just so upset. I needed something to do. Matter of fact, I need to call and thank him, because that's when I went to Century 21 School of Real Estate, and I haven't looked back. So
you should have the chance when I got y'all together earlier this year. And I got y'all together.
When I got married at 19, and when he left, the man didn't want to work no more. I went to real estate school because I needed something to do. I was just so hurt and devastated.
That was your first life change.
Life change. Real estate, then I became a mortgage broker, and insurance broker, and thanks to you, securities broker. I didn't look back. Started buying real estate. So that divorce, that was life changing for me.
So how was the second life changing?
The second one really financially was devastating, because I came back, I'm great. That built my character. That made me stronger. I moved to North Carolina, where I didn't know anybody. I was just dropped on Pluto. But boy, did I come out leading the pack.
Yes.
It was. It was life changing for me. How about you? That's when you and I both have in common.
Yes, because I got married when I was 21 years old. I married a girl. I got her pregnant, and I wanted to do the right thing. I didn't want to be a statistic. And
so you became a father.
Yeah, and I said, hey, I'm going to do this. I'm not going to leave the girl. I'm going to marry her, and I'm going to stick by her. And I just figured, hey, a man got to do what a man got to do, and I'm not going to be a statistic. Black man, with children out there and not taking care of them and all that kind of stuff. So I said, no, let's get married. Hey, I'm down with you. We down like 2 flat tires. We're going to come out of this. And she said, good. Now I can go out and act the fool. Now I can go out and be single. And she left me here there, and I was like Cinderella,
Did it make you stronger?
What? Boy, it made me so strong, man. I tell you, I came up out of there. My self-esteem was so low, because I was the type of person that when I do something, I want to do it real.
Right.
I want to do it right. I put my all into it.
Right.
And I found out for the first time that you cannot control another human being. I don't care how you set the deck up. I don't care how you lay things out. They're going to do what they want to do.
Right.
And that was my first encounter, is I don't care what you say, how you lay it out. Mm-hmm. You cannot control another human being.
You're right.
And that was my first lesson.
My second divorce, I was older, and the older you get, sometimes you feel you can't overcome it. You have less years left on this earth. So today, ladies and gentlemen, if you going through that life change, if you're one of these 8 financial life-changing events, you got to plan for it.
Yeah.
All of my people that maybe, I hope you're not, but if you are, you really want to plan for it. Do not just if you're getting divorced or married.
What do you mean plan for it? You can't plan for a divorce? What do you mean?
The point is, if you are, I just left.
I didn't plan for it.
I don't mean plan and say we're going to get divorced in 2020.
Okay.
I mean, when it happens, go talk to someone.
Right.
Make sure you have good financial help. Make sure, is he going after your pension or you going up? Make sure you're fine financially.
Okay.
And get a lawyer.
I gave mine everything and walked out and went back to mama's house. I gave her the property, the duplex.
But see, you were younger.
Right.
And if you 60, you can't start over like that.
You're right.
You got to get you some financial advice.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
The next one, medical illness. There's 2 things you always say that's huge financially. Is getting in the penal system or hospital, medical. I just had minor surgery, and I cannot imagine if it was major surgery. The way people drive, you can really be financially ruined by a major medical illness,
right?
Accident,
yes.
Hospital, can't work, don't have long-term disability, don't have short-term disability, don't have can really ruin you.
The deductible, and then if you don't have any, man,
my God.
them they send those letters. Everybody wants to get paid.
I'm still getting letters. I'm like, well, I thought I paid all of this.
From wheelchair person, you got the wheelchair to the aspirin, to you said it. They had the temperature down low.
And they gave you a blanket.
So
that's the cost.
and one doctor came in there and just stuck his head in there and said, "Hi, you okay? Bye."
$2,000.
That's right. He got to get paid too.
It can devastate you, and that's why it's so important when they say health care and is it a right or is it a privilege? I don't understand how it's not a right. You know how many people just don't go to the doctor because of illness? And it can affect your relationships, Robert. Because I pray I have the strength. When I get married again, because I am going to get married again. I've been divorced twice, but I'm looking for him. I don't know the time, the place, or the person. But I will get married again. So when I get married again, I pray I have the strength if something happens to my husband to just hang in there.
When it happens to him, like if he dies?
Accident.
Accident?
No, the accident don't kill him.
Well, you got to.
But now I got to push him around.
I got to make sure he's insured.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure.
But you got to be mentally strong to take care of an illness, to be a caretaker. You know, I have a mom that's not feeling well, so that can financially ruin you because sometimes one income is gone. So I haven't gone through that. I don't think you have either.
No.
Well, a loved one is going through a major illness. Yeah. So we're going to put no on that one. Death in the family, especially a breadwinner. You
can't avoid that, though.
I haven't gone through that. You can't, which is why we talk about insurance. And I'm not talking term insurance.
Right. Permanent insurance.
Permanent insurance. Now, nobody wants a loved one to die. But people come up if you have the right insurance. You want your loved ones to be comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And men, stop it with, she not going to be sitting there with another man with his foot on my coffee table. I'm not leaving insurance. Stop that. Stop it. Death in the family can have your loved ones from upper middle class to a whole socioeconomic different category.
Well, so for a long time, Lynda, people looked at, life insurance as something that they weren't gonna, they pay for it, but they're not gonna be able to participate in it for a long time.
That's right.
And that's how it was sold, and that's what term is, and that's how it was sold. But just like the smartphones have evolved, telephones, cell phones. The new life insurance is totally different. Now the new type of life insurance, you do benefit while you're alive. They call living benefits, and you can. I mean, it's amazing what those type of instruments can actually bring you. You can use it for retirement planning. You can, use it for, liquidity,
right,
control,
right,
and protection.
So if the accident don't kill you, or you have to live with the debilitating disease.
Yeah, that policy, that $500,000 policy, there you can take that policy while you're alive and use it for long-term care. You could use it for, critical illness or cancer, or stroke, or prostate, or breast cancer. They'll give you that pile of money now.
Yeah.
You don't have to wait till you die. But, when you hear the word insurance, people just, think about, they turn away from it. They think about, death and dying. But no, we're talking about living insurance, and we all have policies like that.
Yeah.
So you're right. And I'm still amazed that over 50% of Americans don't have any type of coverage in terms of death or dying.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is one of the top 8 financial life changes. How many have you been through that I've mentioned? Give us a call, 305-541-2350. 305-541-2350. So far, I've named divorce or marriage, can change you, medical illness, and then death of a breadwinner. How many have you been through, and how have you handled it? I haven't been through death of a breadwinner yet. Thank God. I know it's coming. It's inevitable. The next one is job changes or career changes. Now, that I've been through. When I worked for the city of Miami, 14 years, engineering technician, fancy word for a surveyor. Boy, they gave me a hard time back then. Remember, I was all suing them and went to EEOC.
Yes, you were. You was
my daddy was telling me how to write the memos and document all the harassment. My goodness. And then I got with my brother-in-law. I don't want to say met. I been knew you, but I was like, I can't take this no more. I got that divorce, went and got that real estate license, and never looked back.
Came
that
over there,
was a life changing.
I was jetting around.
You had that BMW.
Black on black BMW.
I was like, hold on, how
Picking
you do
your sister
this?
Up. I was jetting all around.
How y'all
traveling,
going to the Bahamas every other weekend?
Going to the Bahamas, to Freeport. We jetting all around. Hey man,
no kids yet.
Better
back
get
then.
with this. Right, we had no kids. We was having a good time. And I was steady studying. I had the stockbroker's license then, real estate license, the CFP. I mean, I was like, okay, I don't have time to worry about what nobody else doing. I'm working on Robert.
Right.
Yeah.
And you was courting my sister too. You working on Natalie.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life-changing career. Unfortunately, Robert, a lot of people are having life-changing in career involuntarily.
They're being laid off or fired.
Laid off, and mergers. I mean, BB&T and SunTrust merging now. Half of those people won't make it. The new bank Truist. There's a lot of people that find themselves being forced into career changes.
Yeah.
You got to be ready.
Aging out.
You got to be ready. Stop dipping into those retirement accounts to get some wood floors or to get some new kitchen cabinets or taking the family to walk. Just stop doing that.
Yeah.
That you cannot touch 401ks, 403bs, retirement, because it's going to happen, a job or career change.
Yeah.
It's not if, but when.
Yeah.
And if you're not ready, it can financially devastate you, or it can be a come up like mine. It's up to you.
Yeah.
The next one I have not experienced, but you have, and that's adding a member to your family, the birth of a child, the birth of a grandchild, having children. The average cost of a child is $250,000 in their lifetime until they become legal. Then they still don't leave. They still cost you money. But are you ready? Anybody having 5 and 6 kids these days? God bless you if you are. They are expensive. They are, and then with all these things that can get you from, they doing the vaping to the babies now, that's getting them sick. The marijuana legal, that's getting them sick. The food, the water in Flint and New Jersey, and you want to bring somebody. Listen, I love the little bundles of joy. I do. I don't have any. I haven't experienced it. I just see the cost.
Yeah.
It's worth it now. I'm not saying the little bundle of joy isn't worth it. But you got to be ready, Robert.
A lot of people
your
don't
life
look at it
isn't
like
your
that.
life. No, they don't look at it like that.
Because a lot of people are not into birth control.
Right.
And they just feel like, when it happens, it happens. And, it's a natural occurrence. And they just say, hey, they're going to make do and make do.
Family planning is huge. That's one of the top reasons that can put you in poverty. You know that? Not having family planning. Because you can't give it back. And if you pass it on to the grandma, now you've just changed her life, or the grandfather. Family planning, adding a member to your family. How many young men out there got 3 or 4 baby mamas? That can ruin you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So now they garnishing your check, or you trying to hide.
How many women got 5 or 6 baby daddies?
That's true. I don't care how much child support he gives you, you still on the losing end. Because you got to pick the child up. You got to go over you got to bathe them. You got to go over the homework. All he doing is writing the check. That's the easy part. Having a child and not planning properly for your family, it can ruin you financially.
Well, I know 2. I personally know 2 men. Mm-hmm. They're clients. 2. Mm-hmm. I personally know 2 men that they have 2 kids, one have 3 kids. And the women have left the kids with the men.
What?
Yes. That is a movement now. I guess that's right along with,
wow.
the women saying, hey,
and they handling it?
Yeah. The men are taking care of them. I says, what about the women? She left. One says, one of them left to go be a bodybuilder. Yeah. See,
you making that up.
I'm not making that up, Lynda. I'm not making that up. Why are you so amazed? You don't have, you only look from your one view that it's always the man. You don't think there's some silly women out here, do you?
Left to be a bodybuilder?
Yes. Right,
I'm going to leave that alone.
I know.
Wow.
I mean, Lynda, people are people. See, that's why I keep trying to tell you, people are people. You keep trying to say man, woman. I mean, crazy is crazy. Black is black, white is white. Listen, crazy come in all shapes and sizes.
Okay.
And all ethnicities. There's nobody who's immune to it, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I keep trying to tell you that. That's why when we talk about money, it's green. It goes for everybody.
Let's see what the listeners think. 305-541-2350. 8 financial, life-changing events that can ruin you. It so requires financial guidance. So far, we got divorce or marriage. Check, that's me. Medical illness, not me. Death in the family of a breadwinner, not me. Job change or career change, that's me. Adding a member to the family bundle of joy, that's not me. Not yet. I still have time.
Yeah, you still have time.
Still have time.
With all of this medical inventions coming up, I can see you.
I'm there. I'm going to have a little mini-me, I think. I don't know. Next one. Graduating from college. Boy, you just got a recent grad.
Yes.
I think kids, you don't understand how great you have it in college because you're halfway an adult and halfway a dependent. Nobody's there making you get up. You make your choices, but somebody paying for your life. So once that's over with, and you graduate, welcome to the real world. Let's see what you really made of. Let's see if you can go out there and compete in this job market. Let's see if you can get that job and manage your money. Let's see if you don't have to have mom help me with the car payment because I didn't know how to write a check. Not many young kids don't know how to write a check or balance a checkbook.
Well, they doing Cash App and, they doing direct deposit.
It's something about, and you're going to call me old-fashioned and say horse and buggy and all that good stuff, and I'm going to take it. But it's something about not using that plastic or that swipe on the phone. You don't realize how much you're spending when you just swipe or Cash App or send. We had a show here and I had parents, and every time the daughter now can say, Mom, give me, I don't have it. You can Cash App it. And when the mother looked back over a 6-month period, it was about $7,000 she just swiped and Cash App. Cash App is a double-edged sword. It's made it so easy for people to beg for money. You don't have to say, I got to drive over and give it to you. You don't have to say, I don't have a check. They can just say Cash App it. And boy, you lose control of how much you spend. That's a bad invention.
But Lynda, more than half of what's going on in people's lives, they're doing direct deposit. I mean, on your bank, you can actually set up automatic bank drafts. I mean, you can pay your bills on, it's more quicker.
I say balance your check. Well, go online and balance your checkbook.
Yeah.
Do something. But these kids leaving college, they don't teach financial literacy.
No.
If you haven't established good financial habits, when you graduate from college, it's going to be harder.
Well, think about this.
Okay.
There's a reason why they're not really teaching it, Lynda. Think about it, because you always got to have people dumb and ignorant, and you can take advantage of them.
Yeah.
They're not going to teach everybody to be sharp.
So how do they learn it from home?
You got to get it on your own while you're watching Netflix.
The parents,
or
it's got to be dinner
basketball.
Table conversation. And parents and adults, we got to lead by example.
Well, somebody's got to, the system is set up, where we're getting closer and closer to the haves and the have-nots. It takes a lot of discipline to actually make yourself do the things that you know you ought to be doing when you just don't feel like doing. I'm going to say it again. It takes a lot of discipline to make yourself do all the right things that you know you ought to be doing, and especially when you don't feel like doing it. I mean, the whole system is designed to give you comfort, what feels good. And most people just go off their feelings. They do what they feel. So we're in there's big business in the feel good industry.
Yeah.
Feel good.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Yeah.
Forget about what's real.
Yeah.
Forget about what's truth. I just didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
Or this make me feel good. Just playing with a whole lot of your that emotion, that high.
That's why they call it retail therapy. You feel bad, go shopping.
Right.
You feel bad, go out to eat. You feel bad, go to happy hour. Parents, I'm going to make a suggestion.
You're talking about parents. You talk to the adults, too.
Adults, say you don't have Cash App. Because I'm telling you, it's you look at it, it's like swiping a credit card now. If them kids call you or your friend call you and I need this, can you send me? Just say I don't have it. Because that's another thing. Again, if you don't know it after you graduate from college, good luck figuring it out. But they do figure it out. It may take some 10 years, maybe by the time they're 30, they'll stop playing around and getting cars that's twice the salary they make, their annual salary. So there's still room, as you like to say. We'll leave the porch light on for you.
Yeah, and the sad part about it is, in truth and reality, Lynda, a lot of the adults are starting to follow the trends of the kids. Ooh. So you get a lot of adults that are cash apping. They're not writing checks. I mean, so the kids are like the front runners now. They're the trendsetters.
I know it's convenience, but just keep up with it. Okay, how about that? Keep up with it. This one I've been through several times. And so if you buying or selling a property, it requires financial guidance. It is a life-changing financial event, buying or selling real estate, a property, whether it's your primary residence, voila, you're a homeowner, the American dream, investment property, whether a lot of people, I don't know how many people still flipping properties, whether you're buying multifamily, that's a life-changing event, Robert. You're in a sort of different category, don't you agree?
When you say life-changing, let's say I just sold one.
Financial life changing.
I just say I sold one, this week, one of my properties, let's say in Dallas.
Okay, so did you make a profit?
Of course.
That's a financial life changing event. Now, what are you going to do with that profit? Will it continue to make money for you? Did you lose? If you made money, are you going to buy a bigger property, which now is increasing your wealth? It's changing your financial status.
I'm going to add it to my cash value life insurance policy.
Again, it is increasing wealth for you, right?
Yes, it
putting
is.
You in.
Yes.
That can be a life-changing event if you handle it right, and that's why it requires financial guidance. So everybody out there that's buying, selling, I made a huge mistake in my early days of flipping property, and I sold them in 2 or 3 months and incurred short-term capital gain. That was I needed financial guidance and didn't really pay attention, Robert.
Yeah, you know what? And people spend money. Mm-hmm. They spend money, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to learn how to flip houses.
Oh, my goodness.
First of all, let me tell you, as a certified financial planner, certified tax coach, flipping houses, to me, it's equivalent to going to the casino and playing, or even playing scratch off.
No, I'm going to push back on you. I'm going to push back.
Okay.
Go ahead. You go ahead, finish.
Let me tell you why I say that. Mm-hmm. Because you're in the fray. In other words, you're in the hunt. You're buying, you're selling, you're fixing up, and it's exciting, but you're really getting nowhere fast because you're not really accumulating wealth. What you're doing is getting short-term gains. Mm-hmm. And when you want to build wealth, it's always long-term. You do anything short-term, quick, flip it, boom, boom. That's not building wealth. That's not longevity. That's what they call it.
Depends on what you do with that money. When I was for flipping food, that's how I bought my first 10 unit. So I used the money and I paid taxes on it because I definitely. But I kept it long term. I still have it. Okay.
You got to come to mama. You got to come. The Jesus moment. You got to say, "Oh, I got to slow down." You flipping and flipping. You thinking people just think there is no get rich quick things out there. There's no such thing. There's a lot of get poor quick schemes. They call them get rich quick. No, they get poor quick schemes. Yeah. Because before you know it, you might have beginner's luck, but you're not gonna keep doing it. You can go to the casino, you can win, but then again, they're gonna take it all back. That's just how it is. Yeah. This is just how life works. I mean, there is all this flipping, and a fool and his money should surely part. And people spend $10,000 for that audio and book and those classes. Let me tell you something. Mm-hmm. It takes a lot of time and effort and dedication and discipline to be good at something. I want to say it again. It takes a lot of time to be good at something. A lot of time, a lot of discipline, a lot of doing it when you don't feel like doing it. You have to have a passion and love it, and it's going to take time. If you in a hurry up, hurry up,
you're going to hurry up and lose your money.
Either that or be in jail.
Yeah.
Hurry up. No, ain't no hurry up when it comes to wealth building. You have to that's why time is so precious. You got to plant a seed. And it's amazing, Lynda. At my age, September 22nd, I'm going to be 61 years old. And I'm amazed at how many 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds are still trying to get rich quick. I'm shocked and amazed. I thought when I was in my 20, 25 years old, I thought by the time, 60 years old, they didn't act like this. But now I'm up here at 61. It's like they're 16.
Seeing it in your age
I'm still seeing it. I thought I'm still seeing it. I mean, a young fool that was 21, now Sammy is an old fool. Now he's 61. The same thing. No one told me that foolishness goes with them. I thought you mature. You did that, done that, got a T-shirt, you learn from that. Right. There's a lot of people, Lynda, that do not learn from that. They continue to do the same thing. Same thinking. They're still thinking, going from this to that, to this to that. Every time I see somebody old in that line doing scratch off, I look at it and I said, Jesus. They still don't understand the concept of reaping and sowing. Right. You got to put in, you got to earn it. They're still trying to. It's like, and it makes you think about the carnival. You know, when you was a kid at the carnival trying to win the teddy bears and all that. I'm like, they still have that mindset. You still think you're trying to trick somebody or win something? That is depressing to see. That's a bad sight.
Well, it goes to show you how desperate people are. How much people just think they want.
You 70 years old, you still desperate? Go sit down somewhere, man.
That's why these life-changing events are so important and need financial guidance. I hear the music. We got to take a quick break. How many have you checked off? Phone lines will be wide open. 305-541-2350. I'm over half here, Rob. I got one more to go. We'll be right back.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we're going to light it up. Before we go, we're going to be right back. If the first 5 people that call, I'm going to give them a free copy of my book, Spiritual Principles for a Prosperous Life. It's called Spiritual Principles for a Prosperous Life. The first 5 people call, you're going to get a free book if you can call in and tell us your story. We'll be right back after the station break. Keep it locked, stick and stay. Don't you go away. We'll be right back. We're back live. Robert Henderson Jr., certified financial planner, certified tax coach, live in the beautiful studios of WZAB 880 The Biz. Joining me here is my sister-in-law, business partner Lynda V. Harris, financial planner, stockbroker.
You know, I'm taking it personal. We didn't get any calls. This was such a great topic. This was my topic.
It sure was.
And I'm taking it personal. We talked about the 8 financial life-changing events: divorce or marriage, medical illness, death in the family, especially of a breadwinner, job and career changes, adding a member to your family, graduating from college and life begins, buying or selling a property. And we have the last one. I'm taking this personal, Robert. Was it my topic? Or?
Yeah, it's your topic, Lynda. You picked that. I was going to talk about reverse mortgages, but you preempted mine, and we don't. I said I like that. Okay, go ahead. I thought it was a good topic.
Why you think we didn't get any calls?
Because people, it make people think about failure or something.
But you got to talk about it. I just talked about my divorce and how it brought me down and back up.
But you're an open person. People, a lot of, you talk
having
all the time.
5 or 6 kids, how you can't do that. I mean, did I step on a toe?
Yeah, some people don't want to look in the mirror, Lynda. Some people, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to. They just, they want to be zoned out. Why you think weed is like popular now? For adults. Weed and
well, I gotta do better. I'm gonna take it as a personal challenge.
It's not jovial. It's not,
Right.
Yeah, death and dying, that kind of stuff.
Man.
Yeah.
The last one, of course, will be simply retirement. When you talk about financial life-changing events that you absolutely need financial guidance, it is retirement, Robert. And if I see one more statistics that says women of color, elderly women of color are the poorest in America. I mean, you know how many people have to go back to work to pay for their medicine? You know how many older people that retire too soon and forgot that Social Security won't kick in, so they got to go back? You know how many people take money out of their retirement account, and when they look up, they get a lump sum? We were just talking about that. The rest of the money they'll have for life, $200,000, and they calling us, I need 50 here, 60 there, 15,000 until it's gone. And now they're on a fixed income of $1,400 a month, but the tariff has kicked in and you can't buy a mattress. Retirement planning, investment planning, you have to get financial guidance. Don't do that on your own. And that's what make people go with that get rich quick and they're in the line scratching off lottery. Because they that's the only hope they have. They didn't plan properly. Retirement is a life-changing event. Plan properly. And don't wait until you're 40 or 50 or 60. You can't get time back.
But Lynda, there's a lot of people who are, they don't know how to ask, or they are afraid to ask, or they're afraid to seek counseling.
Goodness.
There's a lot of people, men and women, they lean on their own understanding.
That's amazing to me.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. They don't trust people, and they don't know a whole lot. So they just, whatever they have, they'll take it and just put it in the bank, and it doesn't really earn a whole lot. And they don't know a whole lot, and they don't trust a lot of people, like I said. And then you have this thing about conformity. Conformity. A lot of us, little do we know and recognize, a lot of us are conformists. We have conformed to the ways of life culturally, or who we're around. And what I mean by that, we do what other people do. It is amazing how many people and how conformity is just engulfed in our lives. We don't know why we do it, but we just do it.
You know, that's why I say, you show me a person's friends, I'll show you their future. So whoever you're around, you're right, you will conform to that behavior. If they're a mall walker, you a mall walker. If they're a go-getter, I mean, look at me hanging around you. Look at me now.
I'll say you in good company.
I would have been excellent company.
Yes, you are.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, I don't do drugs at all.
All about the money.
You know, we see Don Daly and Rosie just coming in outside the studio here. If we said anything that offend you, I'm pretty sure we did.
Well, Lynda no calls today.
Lynda, you said something that offended people. That's why they didn't call.
Goodness.
You know? I tried to give away some books.
I'm hurt.
I tried to give away some spiritual
free
principles.
stuff.
So
right.
maybe Don Daly and Rosie can pick them up and get them going, you know? Hey, stay safe. Don't panic. This too shall pass. This whole hurricane thing. I'm going to say it again. This too shall pass.